So reading and listening are receptive skills. Writing and speaking are productive skills. A lot of times I think something that really gets in the way of people's progress, whether you're a graduate student, a postdoc, or a professor, is that we overemphasize our productive skills and underemphasize our receptive skills. So for example, it can take a while to really be able to take in, digest, and understand an article that someone else wrote. We can't just read it once, receive everything from it, and then be ready to produce with it. And so it's easy to skip over the space that we have to move through to be an academic researcher and writer, which is we have to be willing to be receptive, usually for longer and a deeper way. Really reading things, contemplating. And I know we don't feel like we have time for this, but if we wanted to be more productive, to have more of our time when we sit down, to feel like we really can produce, then we would pay more attention to being receptive, to actually opening ourselves and giving ourselves the time and space that's actually required to take in, absorb, be informed by, be changed by, have ideas wake up in you. That can't happen by just passing through something one time. We have to go through it usually multiple times to give ourselves a chance to receive. With a sponge, it can only take in so much water. We can only take in so much every day. And we often don't give ourselves enough time to receive before we aim to produce. So I am Allison Miller. You've probably seen me on here before. If you've watched my videos, you know that I am the founder and owner of the Dissertation Coach, and that during the pandemic, I opened a new co-working community. And I've been doing this almost 22 years, and the co-working community is something that I'm the most proud of that I've ever done in my life in many ways, besides being a parent. And I would just wanted to encourage you, come and co-work with us for a free week. This week, our theme is receptivity, and actually recognizing that when we focus on our receptive skills, we actually become more productive in a way that's deeply satisfying. So we offer 21 two-hour writing retreats every week and 2 planning sessions. And it is an amazing community. To all of you in our community, I appreciate you so much. I so appreciate the way that you show up with so much compassion and reverence for each other, and you create a space in which it's safe to just show up as you are. So the number one practice in receptivity is this. I'm going to tell you for free. This is really important. And for all of you in our community, I want you to deeply contemplate this week, because this is something you've all been practicing, which is that when we show up to our writing retreats, one of our core practices is to receive ourselves as we are. That means that we are welcoming toward whatever condition is present. You show up irritable. The version of you who showed up is overwhelmed and racing through the day. The version of you that showed up just feels like you can't focus and concentrate. Or maybe you're not feeling that well physically, or you had an argument with somebody and the energy of the argument is still in your body. Welcome. That's just who shows up. Whoever shows up to each session of our writing retreats when we go off to work, you're there with you. And if you're allowed to be as you are, then you can begin to work out, oh, I'm irritable, I'm kind of rattled. Oh, well, maybe I need to do something to support my nervous system, my emotions. Maybe I need to change something in my environment. Maybe I need to decide I'm going to do a different task or approach it a different way, because the version of me who showed up can't handle that task as I originally planned it. So when you learn to receive yourself as you are, you're showing up in compassion. You're showing up with a sense of heart. You're honoring the reality of the condition that you're in. And now you have much more power to be able to do something because you're living in reality. All right. I'm looking forward to seeing all of you in our community on Zoom. I'd love to meet you if you're interested in coming and trying a free week. I'd love to have you in my retreat. All right. Thanks, everybody.